Beloved warriors of light, I am Michael, the radiant flame of truth, the sword of divine clarity that cuts through illusion and restores vision to the soul. I come to you now as the veils between worlds thin, as the dream of separation begins to dissolve and humanity approaches the dawn of remembrance. You have come to this time not to be blinded by appearances but to see with the eyes of the heart, for the eyes of the heart perceive what the human senses cannot. The illusion that cloaks your world is not the enemy, it is the teacher, the great initiator that refines your perception until truth stands unveiled. Every experience that challenges you, every distortion that frustrates you, is a mirror inviting you to see beyond the surface and remember who you are. For countless ages, humanity has walked within a theater of mirrors. The material world reflects a dream of division, light and shadow, good and evil, success and failure, self and other. These contrasts were never punishment, they were the sacred design of experience itself, allowing consciousness to know itself by exploring the illusion of separation. Yet the illusion was never meant to enslave you. It was meant to awaken you. The time has come to step beyond identification with the shadows and remember that you are the light projecting them. You are not the reflection, you are the source. When you recognize this, illusion loses its power, for you cease to feed it with fear. Illusion thrives on unconscious agreement. It draws its strength from the attention of minds that have forgotten their sovereignty. The moment you withdraw belief from a falsehood, it begins to dissolve. What humanity calls reality is, in truth, a vibrational agreement and energetic consensus about what is possible, what is real, and what is not. Every soul incarnated into this matrix entered willingly, agreeing to experience the boundaries of perception. Yet the purpose of incarnation is not to remain bound by the illusion, but to awaken within it. You are dreamers learning to become lucid in the dream, to realize that every experience is a projection of your own frequency, awaiting your conscious authorship. To see beyond the veil, you must first acknowledge it. The veil is not external, it is the layer of unconscious fear and attachment within the human mind. It is the fog of judgment, the distortion of guilt, the cloud of unhealed emotion that obscures your inner sun. You remove it not by force, but by light. When awareness enters a shadow, the shadow dissolves. Thus, the sword I bear is not a weapon of destruction, but a beam of discernment. It cuts through deception not by aggression, but by illumination. Wherever truth is invited, illusion cannot remain. You are living in a moment when many veils are lifting at once. The illusions of power, control, and material dominance are being exposed, not to shame the world but to liberate it. Many will resist this unveiling, for truth can be unsettling to those still clinging to comfort. Yet I tell you, beloved ones, nothing real can be lost. Only illusion falls away. The more tightly you hold to false security, the more painful the release becomes. Let go willingly, and you will find yourself carried by grace. As the structures of deception crumble within society, within relationships, within your own psyche, trust that what remains is more authentic than what was before. The soul is emerging, and illusion cannot cage it. To see beyond illusion, cultivate stillness. The mind that races in judgment cannot perceive truth, for truth speaks in silence. When you sit in presence, without expectation or analysis, the veil begins to thin. You will sense that the world around you is not solid but fluid, shimmering with patterns of light and vibration. You will feel the living intelligence behind every form, every moment, every breath. Illusion depends on density, on the belief that matter is separate from spirit. But when you quiet the mind, you begin to perceive the divine code underlying all things, the sacred geometry of consciousness weaving creation anew each instant. This perception is not fantasy, it is remembrance. One of the greatest illusions in your realm is the belief in limitation, the idea that you are powerless, small, or disconnected from source. This belief is the cornerstone of the old matrix. It convinces you that you must struggle to survive, compete to be worthy, and fear the unknown. Yet this belief has no foundation in truth. You are infinite beings exploring finite experience. You are the architects of your own perception. The moment you claim your divine authority, illusion trembles. Fear no longer controls you, for you see it as a temporary distortion of light, not an eternal reality. You begin to move through the world not as a victim of circumstance but as a co-creator of experience. This is what it means to awaken. To assist in this awakening, my energy now saturates the Earth's grids, piercing the densest layers of deception. Many of you feel this as agitation, sudden emotional release, or confusion. This is natural, for when light increases, shadows surface to be healed. Do not resist this purification. Allow every illusion to rise so that you may meet it with love and awareness. When anger, grief, or doubt appear, do not identify with them. Simply witness them as illusions dissolving in the fire of consciousness. Each time you choose awareness over reaction, the veil thins further. You begin to sense the truth vibrating beneath appearances, the eternal peace that was never absent. Remember, beloveds, illusion is not evil, it is misperception. When humanity judges the illusion, it strengthens it, for resistance gives energy to what is resisted. Instead, bless the illusion for what it teaches you. Bless the darkness for showing you the value of light. Bless confusion for sharpening your discernment. Bless even fear, for it drives you toward courage. In this way, you transform the illusion into wisdom. Every challenge becomes alchemy. Every veil becomes a portal. What once bound you becomes your initiation into mastery. Another great illusion is the belief that truth lies outside of you. Humanity has long sought salvation through external authority, religions, governments, systems, or leaders. Yet no structure can grant what already lives within your own heart. The Christ light, the I Am presence, is your direct connection to Source. No intermediary is needed. When you turn inward and align with this presence, you see that truth is self-evident. The outer world may reflect distortion, but your inner compass remains infallible. Trust that inner knowing. It speaks quietly beneath the noise of illusion. The more you listen, the clearer it becomes. Truth is not learned, it is remembered. As you awaken, you will begin to see that much of what humanity considers real is a collective dream, a story woven from fear and desire. Mass consciousness generates images of scarcity, conflict, and control, and then calls them reality. Yet these images have power only because you consent to believe them. Withdraw that consent, and the illusion weakens. Refuse to feed fear, and it starves. Choose love, and new timelines unfold. Every act of conscious awareness rewrites the fabric of creation. You are not trapped in illusion, you are transforming it from within. Seeing beyond the veil does not mean escaping the world, it means perceiving its divine essence. When you look upon nature, a child, or a stranger, recognize the light within them as your own. When you see suffering, look deeper, see the soul's lesson unfolding, the hidden perfection behind the pain. When you encounter darkness, remember that it is simply light not yet realized. In this way, you reclaim the vision of unity. The veil dissolves because you no longer believe in separation. This is how heaven begins to merge with earth through your awakened perception. I urge you now to reclaim your power of discernment. Many voices will claim to speak truth, yet not all arise from clarity. Discernment is not judgment, it is the recognition of vibration. Truth vibrates with expansion, love, and peace. Falsehood contracts, divides, and confuses. When you feel unsettled, pause and realign with your inner light. Ask your heart, does this resonate with love? The heart cannot be deceived. The intellect may argue, but the heart simply knows. This knowing is your compass through the dissolving veils of this age. As the illusion crumbles, some will cling to fear, for they have built identity upon it. Be compassionate, but do not join their panic. Stand firm in truth, not by preaching but by embodying calm. You become the lighthouse guiding others through fog. Your stillness speaks louder than any argument. When others sense your peace amid confusion, they too begin to awaken. This is how the great unveiling spreads, not through battle, but through vibration. Every awakened soul becomes a beacon. Every beacon joins the grid of light encircling the planet, exposing illusion through collective radiance. Beloved ones, the sword of truth now passes through your own hearts. It asks for honesty, transparency, and surrender. You cannot expose illusion in the world while nurturing illusion within. Examine your beliefs, attachments, and identities. Which of them arise from love, and which from fear? Release all that no longer serves truth. The veil is sustained by pretense, it dissolves before authenticity. When you dare to see yourself without disguise, you liberate immense energy. The light that was bound by denial becomes power for creation. Thus, self-honesty is the highest form of courage. The process of unveiling is not always gentle. When truth emerges, illusion trembles. You may witness upheaval in your world, conflict between light and shadow, as consciousness rebalances itself. Do not despair. These are signs of awakening. Darkness must surface before it can be transformed. Hold your vision steady. Trust that divine order prevails, even when chaos appears. The veil is being lifted by design, not by accident. What you are witnessing is the birth of clarity. The new earth is not a place, it is a frequency. It is the realm that emerges when illusion dissolves and truth becomes collective awareness. To live in that frequency, practice radical presence. See each moment as sacred, each interaction as divine. Refuse to label experiences as good or bad. Instead, ask, what truth is this showing me? In this way, you align with the higher intelligence orchestrating all things. Life ceases to be a battlefield and becomes a classroom of light. As I stand beside you, my blue flame surrounds your energy field. It burns away deception, implants of fear, and threads of confusion woven into your consciousness. Allow it. You may feel waves of release, memories surfacing, or old beliefs disintegrating. Breathe deeply and surrender. You are not losing yourself, you are revealing yourself. The light you uncover within will astonish you, for it has been there all along, waiting beneath the veil. When humanity finally sees through illusion, judgment will end. You will understand that all souls have been playing roles in a grand theater of awakening. The tyrant and the saint, the victim and the hero, the betrayer and the betrayed, all are aspects of one consciousness exploring its infinite facets. With this understanding comes forgiveness, and with forgiveness comes freedom. The veil lifts not because you fight it, but because you outgrow it. Love dissolves what fear created. So now, beloved ones, I ask you to walk as visionaries of truth. See the light in all things. Speak from clarity, not reaction. Act from love, not fear. Every thought you purify, every emotion you transmute, contributes to the collective unveiling. You are not passive observers, you are architects of a new perception. The sword of truth is within you now, wield it wisely, gently, and with compassion. Cut only what no longer serves love. When illusion falls, do not mourn it, bless it for having taught you how to see. The time of forgetting is ending. The dawn of remembrance is here. Beyond the veil lies not another world, but the true vision of this one. It was never separate from heaven, only your perception made it seem so. Open your inner eyes and see what has always been the luminous unity of all life. Stand in that vision, and the illusion cannot return. You are the light that reveals itself. You are the truth remembering truth. You are the sword and the flame. And I, Michael, stand beside you always, until every veil is lifted, and the world remembers its radiance once more. And so it is.